Mass Queen Nidus. What? What? Like, you can do that? I guess if you're viOLet, you can.
Maybe he can.
I guess
Possibly
if
he
you're
can.
viOLet, you can. viOLet up at 14 supply. He's going to go to 15, then throw down the hatch, because this map is absolutely huge. It's so big, in fact, that all of Tal'Darim Altar fits between the 4 watchtowers here in the middle.
Yeah, we measured that a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
And it actually does. It's actually Tal'Darim Altar and 1 Ultralisk.
Yeah, and one Ultralisk off to the
Right.
side. It's like 1 Ultralisk wide.
Correct.
The Tal'Darim is a little bit tall and narrow instead of square.
There we go.
There you go.
This is a giant map made for 3 base.
Easily. I mean, you can take the
Yeah.
3rd base. This is the SE version, so the RE version, just talk a little bit about the differences. There's a ramp here with some destructible rocks into the 3rd base, and it's only a half-third. You don't get the 2nd gas, and you're missing a couple of those mineral patches. So the full 3 base here, there are the destructible rocks. You can't take a super free 3rd, which makes lots of Zerg players sad. But on the other hand, that's 3 very protected bases. There's only 1 choke into all of them. It's right here, which makes Terran and Protoss players very happy.
Now, Xenocider has kind of a slow burn style, as we saw in the first map that we watched. It was
really-
kind of deceptive.
Really didn't get rolling until like 15 minutes into the game when he had
he's
all
got a
his
slow
production
roll.
and his 4 bases set up.
Right. So I guess it's safe to say that we shouldn't expect any aggression.
It looks like, though, he's opening up Reactor Hellion this game.
Ooh.
Which is not something that we saw out of him in the game on Tal'Darim versus Cats. Of course, we only got a chance to look at one of his games. So we don't know what he did in those other games. Maybe he really likes this Reactor Hellion build. I think, though, viOLet is going to be just fine against this kind of play. I mean, this is so standard. He has to be expecting this kind of play out of his opponent. And viOLet really likes getting roaches out. And roaches are really good against Hellions. So Command Center following this up on the low ground. So Xeno feels pretty safe. He's just going to go ahead and toss it on down. And yeah, we'll have to see another barracks, or it looks like that's his original barracks, going to go ahead and land back here. But I'm really interested to see what the follow-up for Xeno is going to be after this. There are so many things you can do off of this play. He hasn't taken a 2nd gas, so I don't think it's going to be Banshees, but we'll have to see if he goes into like Blue Flame Mech or if he goes into Bio. I'm excited, man.
I want to see how many different styles he's going to show us in this tournament here. I mean, showing the, you know, the age thing is one thing that we can harp on forever. I mean, clearly that's a big feather in his cap, but really, you know, it's about showing your breadth as a StarCraft player here too. So we'll see what kind of variety can come out. We've already seen some with these Hellions here about to enter Zerg territory.
Absolutely. It looks like back at viOLet's base, though, the spine is up. There's some Lings. Ling speed is about to finish up, so viOLet's going to be fine against this. But the Hellions still are going to deny creep spread, which is pretty great. And, ooh, look at this. The fast 3rd out of Xenocider. Ooh, I really like this.
Dig
this
it.
is such smart play out of him. He can take basically a faster 3rd than his opponent because, you know, viOLet sees it, of course, with his Overlord back here, but he can take a, or he will see it, but he can take a faster 3rd than his opponent because it's way easier for Terran to knock down these destructible rocks than it is for Zerg. viOLet, though, working on those, that would seem to be a huge priority of his, so viOLet might actually get this expansion mining properly first. We'll have to see, but there are 4 Hellions and a 5th on the way now. 5th and 6th on the way now for Xeno, so he's really committing to continuing building Hellions. He's finally starting to get some production up, though. He's got his barracks with his lab down. He's getting stim, throwing down 2 additional barracks, 1 of them on a reactor. And now he's got 6 Hellions out. He's going to start being a little bit of aggressive, roasting some Zerglings. Zerglings, of course, barbecue quite nicely.
Forcing 14 Zerglings here out of viOLet.
I think the optimal recipe maybe for Zergling barbecuing is to get them medium rare.
I like that. Yeah. Just enough crunch so that they're still fresh tasting.
Yeah. Well, of course, Zerglings are kind of like an insect, right? So
They have exoskeleton.
they they do. So you want to like
through.
sear the insides,
Sure.
but don't cook all the way through them. I think that's optimal.
Okay. Okay.
That's my theory, at least.
I like it. Some horn honking out of those Hellions there as they appear to be stuck in traffic at the edge of the creep.
Yeah.
And they're just maintaining their threatening posture, it seems.
And Violet actually going to send a queen out there. I think that was a little bit of a mistake as he pulls it right back. And third base going up for Violet, about to finish. And these Struck Rocks are not down for Xenocider, so Violet actually using his early links to kill off those Struck Rocks is going to have that third up and mining faster than Xeno. So some great play out of Violet so far.
Hum-de-dum.
I think that's kind of what we expect out of Violet.
Xeno is pretty supply blocked right now, or was there for a second. Wow, for a good little minute. But he finally gets those.
He is building 3 SCVs at a time.
That's pretty sexy. You know what else he's building 3 of right now? 3 more supply depots.
Taking a look at the worker counts, we have 44 SCVs and 2 mules out on the field to the 61 drones of Violet. Let's just take a look at the income tab and see what that actually puts us at. Oh, of course.
Hey, boy. Look at that.
Terran almost keeping pace there with Zerg because of mules. Mules are so good. But Violet is going to really enjoy having 6 gas. I think that's one of those things. If Zerg can get on 6 gas really comfortably, that's kind of a scary time for the Terran. You need to have really good control and, you know, just top-notch micro. Violet with a couple idle drones. Not sure how those got missed. They must have misrallied at some point. Lings here are going to surround these Hellions in the little corner there, take that out. And Violet has taken back net map control, so I bet he's happy about that. I love this out of Xeno, actually.
Yeah.
This is so smart. Using the single Viking, kill off some Overlords, deny some of that scouting map vision.
I wonder if he got any eyeballs on that expansion when he got shooed out of there by that Viking.
Oh, let's take a look. See if he did. Looks like Violet, no. Actually, Violet knows absolutely nothing.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, literally absolutely. He knows there's a barracks and 2 supply depots.
Well, let's file that one away for later in the game here.
And I mean, what does you know, what does Xeno know about his opponent? He knows that there are some spines and a hatchery and an evo chamber. Oh, a lair and 2 gas. So he actually knows quite a bit comparatively. Viking gonna go ahead and land and deny this link. So Violet now knows that there's a Viking out as well.
Big tech choice worthy of note here from Violet are the 6 infestors that are on their way out.
So yeah,
as well as the gland upgrade just got completed.
And he's going for drops. So this is actually pretty interesting. I'm actually very curious as to what he's going to do with this. A lot of lings in production and drop in Overlord speed about to finish up. The 2-2 for his lings on the way. The 2 Carapace going to finish up way before the 2, you know, the 2 attack. But Violet moving out with this, and I'm super curious. More Overlords going down, and this actually reveals that Overlord speed has been researched to Xeno. He knows now, and a drop moving out for Xeno as well, headed toward the main. Basically, as soon as he, oh, but he's going to reveal that drop. Not sure if I like that choice. He's killing off Zerglings, so that's good. And Violet loads up some infestors and these lings and these overlords, and he's just going to go for the main.
Wow.
There's Zerglings there, but infestors are really good against Zerglings.
Here we go.
I'm sorry, not Zerglings, Marines.
All right, Overlord's full of units here. Looks like they're going to hit the production buildings. Yep, and there they go. Zergling's going to come down just as that siege tank comes out. Infestors are down as well, and there's no units back from the Terran to deal with this just yet.
Oh, a huge bungle going down on all those Marines. All those Marines are going to die, and they do.
Wow. And this is a big problem in the main here.
Pretty huge, and he's just going to load up his investors and run away.
Yeah, it looks like all those leans got toasted by the lower siege tanks.
Looking at the fact that Violet has 1,600 minerals, I don't think it matters.
You're correct, sir.
The drop over here in the main, there were lings to deal with it, got cleaned up. Oh no, moving into the map.
Boom, boom, boom.
And some lings actually blocked behind that queen, but Violet actually going to take out that drop ship with the queen.
Yeah, he couldn't drop all those Marines either. That was a problem. Oops.
It was.
Oopsies. Okay, well there's a lot of Violet's units over here, and it looks like he's got a perfect jump-off point. Yeah,
Violet actually using drops against Terran, which is something you don't see a lot, and I'm actually really excited about this play out of him.
Multiple drops here. It looks like he's going to hit the third, as well as the main here. Interesting. Zergling's coming out, and it looks like he's going to go straight for the mineral line with these. That's great news.
And I think he's
for him.
Able to take out. No, it doesn't quite get the tank.
Oh, he didn't get the tank.
Violet, what are you doing? You need to drop these guys.
Yeah, he's at the third as well, dropping right now. There's the Zerglings coming down, denying these additional barracks that are going up. And it looks like
Huge
they're going to make
move
their
out
way into the third.
in the middle of the map. At the same time, though, so Violet forced to pull back. Oh, he gets a big fungal on some of those Marines. That's going to spell doom. And wastes a lot of medevac energy. Look at these medevacs. They're basically all out of energy. So some good play there.
All right, let's see. Xeno's going to begin his push, though. He's going to come up and scan and siege up with his tanks. And he should be able to deny this fourth.
I don't know. I don't think he's going to deny the fourth. I think that fourth is more than enough
those other two tanks
to deal with it. Oof. And Violet sees that, just takes out the Marines. He's going to get some huge fuggles down. And that got cleaned up handily. Those lings are 2-2. 2-2 lings are really strong.
Yeah.
Especially when you have fungal to back it up. The 3-3 on the way for Ultras.
Ooh, hitting the front right in between the bases on the Terran side, though. And yeah, that was a big engagement there. There was a lot of Zerglings that got taken down. Yeah.
I feel like Violet, though. I mean, he has 4 Ultralists on the way, 34 lings, 8 Ultras now. The chitinous plating rather. The 3-3 on the way for the Zerg. So. Yeah, I mean, this is Stefano style, if I've ever seen it. You know, you just skip Mutalisks, skip Banelings, just go Ling, Infestor, Ultra, and you go super fast Hive.
There we go. Numbers are starting to even up a little bit, though. Nearly even supply, it seems, for the two players. Looks like Xeno is able to get his fourth going with a nice planetary addition.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of Marines out here. The Marines are 2-1, and they have the third armor up, or the third attack upgrade, and the second armor upgrade on the way. And Greater Spire as well. So this is a play I like as well. I mean, you force your opponent to get into a tech path to deal with your Ultralisks, and then you simply say, okay, I'm going to make Broodlords now. And actually, wow, look at this. A 5th base on the way for Xeno. So Xeno macroing quite well. I feel like Violet is stayed on 4 bases for too long. I think he should be using some of this mineral bank to take some more bases.
There you go. Zerglings are going to locate the 4th base here, the Terran.
And a big multi-prong attack here. Look at this pincher movement. This reminds me of Brood War right here. And Ultra's coming in doing a huge amount of damage. Needs to get some key fungals off to be able to kill off those Marines. So a couple fungals going down now. The Ultras will be able to clean that up. And Violet just marching on into his opponent's base right now.
Yeah, that's a giant army, Gwin. This is going to be tough to stop here.
Absolutely. There are some Marauders out. But will it be enough? I don't think so.
Some panic rocks here to try to slow up the advance, it looks like. And the Ultras are just going to hit the front. They're not really engaging that.
Yeah, I mean, Ultras don't even care. They're just going for it.
Yep. Meanwhile, Violet's going to blow up on the very north side and at a base, but you can see big trouble here for Xeno in his own base. Let's see if there could be a fungal on one of those SCVs. Oh, there it is.
Fungal going down.
And those SCVs are so shortly. Look at that. Oh, boy. And supply plummeting here for Xeno as he's down to just 100 supply against 159 from Violet.
Huge fungals going down on all those SCVs as well. They need to run away, but they're clumping up. And those Ultralists are just going to come in and start creeping them all down. So we see over here, we see a little bit of a buildup of Corruptors as well. So he's going to just go straight into Broodlords after this. And that's exactly what we see. 6 Broodlords in production for Violet, non-stop. He's at 150 food. His next base is up. He's forced to lift.
Pretty hot. Xeno's in trouble right now, man.
Yeah, he absolutely is. I'm surprised he hasn't GG'd out yet. But I think once those Broodlords kind of hit the field, he's going to feel the pain, and he's going to GG out at that point. There's actually just 3 Ultras hanging out here. They're all going to die to these tank Marine. But like I said, I don't think it matters. I think there are...
I think you're right. The numbers...
There are 6 Broodlords, and that's a lot, and 7 Corruptors. 8 Corruptors. No, that's 7. And that's going to deny this planetary, no doubt about it. Not much that that's going to be able to do.
Siege begins on the planetary there, and you can see the Terran force now moving up to deal with this. No siege of the tanks, though, and it looks like he's just going to try to attack, move his way through this army. But all the Marines go down.
When there are Broodlords out, you actually can't see the tanks. Because the tanks will just splash on your units.
On themselves.
On the Broodlords.
Right.
So the GG, the well played out of Xeno. viOLet with a clear win in game 1.
Yeah, that was pretty cut and dry now, wasn't it?
And I mean, really though, Xeno just kind of let viOLet sit back and get the units he wanted and didn't really put any pressure on him in the early game.
True.